I'm fortunate enough to have worked within the Trust for about 12 years now. I started in 2012 as an assistant head, and since then the Trust has done some tremendous things to support with my career moving forward. I worked in the Marches School within the Marches Academy Trust at that point. The initial experiences I had was developing as a senior leader in that school and went on to become senior deputy head. At the point that I was about halfway through my career at the Marches School, I was able to embark upon the MPQEH as part of their talent spotting programme, and that really inspired me to want to go on to the position I'm currently in, and gave me lots of opportunities to see other schools. In particular, I worked closely with Stonall School at that time. There were initiatives such as the deputy swaps and the head swaps that took place, and they were really valuable for giving us an insight into how other schools and organisations worked. I passed my MPQH and was then offered a position within the Trust to work in terms of supporting the Trust with curriculum. And at that point I was able to work with the Alliance for Leading Learning. We developed several conferences together where we were bringing in outside speakers and developing staff within the Trust at that point that had been talent spotted. There was the Agents for Change, Ambassadors for Change conferences, and also our annual Professional Development Day, our conference across the Trust. I worked in that role, and that was just before the pandemic. And at that point I was successful in being appointed as the head teacher at Sir John Talbot School. I've now been in post for 4 years. It's been a real thrill to take this leadership position. I think I've been fully supported by the Trust along the way. We've worked very closely together, and many of us in the Trust have long supportive working relationships, and that's been a great advantage to me as I started in my first role as a head teacher. I'm now taking the qualification MPQEL, so the Executive Leadership post, and I'm ambitious in the future to try to move myself into that more senior executive post in trust management. Within the Trust still, we benefit from close networking relationships. As the head teacher, we have the head teacher conference that runs 3 times a year. That's a 2 days, with big investment in me and my other heads colleagues to make sure that we are contributing to the Trust and the Trust development plan, and that we are sort of cross-fertilising good ideas and sharing best practice. That has really been of value to me, and I know my other colleagues feel exactly the same. The Trust secretly supported me with coaching, and that coaching has really helped in developing a sort of inner confidence as I've been doing this role. It's also helped sort of manage that sort of work-life balance and some of the sort of excesses of what can be a very stressful job. So I've been very grateful about how that has been an investment in me, and as I say, I'm very grateful to those opportunities that I've had.